it's Farren, it's like Karen, and I'm the cardstock creative of Farren Celeste. I show you how to make cardstock projects with your cutting machine using my SVG files. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make my bouquet card using Cricut Design Space. If you are a Silhouette user, I've made a separate video for you, so go watch that instead. You can find the link to my bouquet card SVG file in the video description below. And I've also made a tutorial to show you how to put it all together once it's all cut, so watch that next. Start by downloading the SVG file and saving it to a handy spot on your computer. For this particular SVG file, there's going to be two different files. There's going to be one for the bouquet card itself and then one for the sticker that goes on top of it, but I'll show you what to do. So open up Cricut Design Space and click on New Project. Then click Upload Image, click Browse. And we are going to open up the bouquet card first. So it'll be Farren Celeste Bouquet Invitation.svg. Click Open. Click Save. Now it'll appear under your uploaded images. This is what it looks like. Click on it and click Insert Images. And let's go ahead and save it. So click on Save and let's title it Bouquet card, click Save. Okay, the first thing you want to do is click on the image and click Ungroup. We're going to click on the copyright. It highlights it over here in the Layers panel, and we're just going to click on the eyeball to hide the copyright so that way it's out of the way. The only thing you need to change from this point is these lines that are on the bouquet wrapping. We want to change them to score lines. So if you just click on the lines, see it highlights them over here and it says cut. We don't want them to cut because then it would literally cut our bouquet wrapping into 3 pieces. We don't want that. So we've got them clicked and we're going to come up here to line type and click on the drop down menu and change that to score. You've already got these lines selected, so hold down Shift and click on the bouquet wrapping. That's got the score line and the bouquet wrapping highlighted here in your layers panel, and click attach. And now those score lines are attached to this bouquet wrapping. Let's go ahead and click save. It's a good idea to save your project as you're working, just in case Design Space crashes. You want to make sure to save your work as you go. So I want to explain what the rest of these shapes are. These pink shapes will create a big flower. These white petals, there's 2 white petals here and 2 white petals here. They each make a flower, and each one of the white flowers gets a little black center, and then you've got a couple of stems of leaves here. So everything else is already set to cut, and that's what you're going to do. You're just going to cut out these shapes. So go ahead and click Make It. And the Cricut automatically separates it by color. So you're going to cut the white shapes from white paper, the black shapes from the black paper. The bouquet wrapping, I like to use a craft paper for that. And of course your green leaves and then a pink flower. But if you want to do different colors, all you have to do is just load different colored pieces of paper for these different shapes. This is just how I designed it and how I recommend making it. When you download this SVG file, it comes with a material guide that includes the exact papers that I like to use, so definitely take a peek at that. I wanted to show you a quick trick. If you're making a few of these cards, let's say you're making 2 cards, go ahead and go up here to Project Copies and increase it to 2, then click Apply. And this will automatically generate all of the shapes you'll need to make 2 cards. I'm going to change my material size on each mat to 8.5 by 11 because I am using 8.5 by 11 paper. And when you get to this bouquet wrapping, it thinks that the 8.5 by 11 won't fit, that this shape is too big for an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, but it totally will. So just leave it on 12 by 12 and ignore that. And when you get to this one, let's change this one to 8.5 by 11. You can easily move your shapes around to conserve even more paper, and I'm going to change this one to 8.5 by 11 just so it all fits on there. So that all looks good, so I'm going to click continue. First, I'm going to start by selecting what material I'm cutting by adjusting the dial on the machine, so I'm choosing cardstock. Then I'm going to go ahead and load my scoring tool into the machine since we're going to need that when we cut the brown paper. Then it is going to cut the white paper first. You can see that because it says mat 1, and you just want to put your paper on the mat like it's shown here in the preview screen. Once you've got your paper on your mat, you want to guide it into the machine by holding the mat from the bottom and press the flashing arrow button to load the paper. Then press the flashing go button to start cutting. Once the machine is done cutting, press on the flashing arrow button to unload the mat, and then just peel your excess paper and pieces off the mat. Now it's prompting us to load the black paper onto our mat, so I'm going to adjust the dial on my Cricut to the custom setting, and I'm going to choose this option of cardstock for intricate cuts. I have it saved under favorites, so if you go under browse all materials, you can find it here under cardstock for intricate cuts. So I'm going to click on that and click done. And now I'm going to load my mat and hit cut. So from this point on, you're just going to keep cutting the different colored pieces of paper. The only thing you have to adjust in between cuts is that dial on your machine to adjust the cut setting. So for the brown paper, I'll put it back on cardstock, and I'll leave it on cardstock setting for the rest of the cuts. Once you're done cutting all your pieces, click cancel or finish to get back to your design space screen. Go ahead and save your project if you haven't done so recently. It's not going to let me save because I haven't made any changes, but it's a good idea to save just in case. So let's go to new project because now we're going to work on the sticker that goes on the bouquet card. Click upload image, click browse, and upload the SVG file. It'll be Farren Celeste Bouquet Stickers.svg. Click on it and then click open. Click save. Now the image will appear under your recently uploaded images, so click on it and then click insert images. So let's go ahead and save our project. Click on save and let's title it Bouquet Stickers. Click save. I find it's easier to keep your stickers in a separate file from your bouquet card just to make it simple, because these are going to be print and cut and all the other shapes are just regular cut shapes. And I find that when you keep your project simple, it helps design space from getting bogged down. So let's go ahead and click on our image and click ungroup. I'm going to click on the copyright and hide it in the layer panel by clicking on the eyeball. I've created a few sticker options for you here. There are two with text already pre-designed for you, and then this one's blank so you can design your own text. When I first designed these bouquet cards, I actually designed it as an invitation for a first birthday party. So you could easily design the sticker with your party information and send it out as an invitation. I offer custom text options in my Etsy store where I can design the text for you. So if you aren't familiar with working with text in Cricut Design Space, I would definitely recommend upgrading to that option. Now I'm going to show you how to work with these stickers. Let's say you like this first sticker, how it's pre-designed. So all you have to do is click and drag to highlight that whole sticker and then click flatten. And then I would just hide or delete the other stickers that you don't want to work with. Now let's say that the second sticker you want to work with it, but you don't like the colors that it came pre-designed in. So all you have to do is click on the text, come up here to fill, under this drop down menu, change it to print, and do the same thing for this black accent box. Come up here to fill, click the drop down menu and change that to print. Now click back on the text and come up here to this little black box. This is your color option. Click on it and then you can change the color to whatever color you want. So let's say you want pink. So click on pink and it changes it to pink. And then again with this little accent box, just click on it again and then you can change it to the color you want. Don't do anything with this outermost box. This is your cut line. So make sure to do all the changes you want with the colors before you do this next step. So I like how everything looks here. So now I'm going to click and drag to highlight the whole sticker and click flatten. Once you click flatten, you can't make changes. So that's why I said to do whatever changes you want to do before you click flatten. Now let's say that you want to work with the blank sticker and add your own text. I'm just going to do a quick demo here. So click on text. I'm going to type text and click on it and drag it over your sticker, and then you can adjust the size. And you'll get your text set how you want. Once you've got everything set, then you will click and drag to highlight this whole sticker, and again click flatten. So for today's purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and print a variety of these stickers. So I have flattened all of them, and I'm going to click make it. So the Cricut generates this big black box around your images. These are the registration marks. This is what the Cricut will read to know where to cut around your stickers. So once you print on your sticker paper, you can't really go back and use that same piece of paper again to print on it to make more stickers. So I go ahead and fill my whole page up with stickers. So I'm going to increase my project copies to 4 and click apply, and that will go ahead and fill up my whole page worth of stickers. Now that that's set, I'm going to go ahead and click continue. Now I'm going to go ahead and click send to printer. I'm going to turn off the bleed because we don't have much color in our stickers and that's not necessary for this project, but I'm going to turn on use system dialog and then click print. And this pulls up my printer's advanced options, and I like to increase my quality from normal to best just to get the best print quality. And then I go ahead and click print, and that will print my stickers from my home printer. I have found with my particular printer, I have to load my sticker paper with the shiny side up. So you might have to play around with your printer to see what way you need to put your sticker paper in. Now that your stickers are printed, you want to adjust the dial on your machine to the custom setting. Then here on the computer, you want to go to Browse All Materials, scroll down, and choose the washi tape setting. I find that this is the best setting for stickers, so I'm going to click on it and click done. And what it's going to do, it's just going to do a kiss cut in the paper, so that way you'll have like a sheet of stickers and you can just peel them off the paper that way, rather than you don't want the Cricut to accidentally cut all the way through the paper. It makes getting that backing off harder. And I find that if you use like the vinyl setting or some other settings, it just doesn't do as well as the washi tape setting. So just try out the washi tape setting. Once you do that, you want to load your paper on your mat where the registration marks line up like it shows here on the preview screen. So you're just going to put it in the left-hand corner, vertically placed. This is really important because the Cricut's going to read these registration marks to know where to cut exactly around our little boxes, so we have nice, clean-cut stickers. So once you've done that, you just want to load your mat into your machine by pressing the flashing arrow button, and once it's loaded, you'll just hit on the go button to start cutting. Next up is a video that shows you how to put this bouquet card together. While you're around, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for even more cardstock projects you can make with your cutting machine.